Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we're going to talk about who invented the school. I did take note about this earlier this week, so I want to take a little bit of time about who invented the school. So, Horace Mann Manning invented the school in what is today the United States modern school system. Horace was born in 1796 in Massachusetts and become the Secretary of Education in Massachusetts, where he championed on organized and set curriculum of care and knowledge for each student. Basically, he is the number one. He's the only person who actually create education board for schools, like for the world, basically. Most kids all around the globe, which is the earth, receive some sort of education. Whether it's learning from family members, going to school, or even getting homeschooled. So basically, if you don't go to school, for example, homeschool basically is you stay home and teachers come to your home, and you'll be homeschooled. But learning from your family members is it's a lot better because they teach you a lot of things. But going to school, like an actual school, can't be the best part of your life, because you gotta learn. It's basically life skills that you had to live. Because see, if you don't learn something, then you never know what's going to happen for the rest of your life in the future. But back in this page, if you have ever questioned who actually created a standardized education, well, look no further. Earlier school and education have been around for quite some time, but our standardized education is actually fairly new to us. Check out this guide to education. Education is not just about going to school and getting a degree. It's about winning your knowledge and observing the truth about life. The idea of passing children knowledge is nothing new and can date back to the first humans on Earth. Long before schools, parents and elders would pass down their knowledge to their children. Basically, when they die before afterlife, every single parent who cared for their child will pass the knowledge to them, so that way they can do the same thing for, the parents and elders. Elders means old people. But this was typically done one-on-one, as opposed to teaching a group of children. The knowledge passed down typical consistent of hunting skills, self-defense, tactics, responsibilities that needed to be done, and even responsibilities that had for the group they belonged to. After a while, the idea of placing a group of people to teach them those skills came up by doing that a group of students could learn the skills and knowledge together, which saved time and allow students to learn with each other. So basically, when they work as a team. But this was the very early stages of concept of school. This early stage of school was not what we know of today. These students were taught about survival and religious ideas rather than calculus and all that boring stuff we dealt with in school now. The start of formal schooling. We can find the first idea of formal schools and education can be seen as early as as 500 AD in ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and even ancient Egypt. Societies began to teach more than just skills the pertain to their culture, and students were given more formal education. Alexandria in Egypt became the home to the Liberty of Alexandria, and literacy became an important focus for education. And during the Renaissance period, science became a focus for education. As you can see, the different periods in civilization open us another main focus and added more ideas for education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This quote was said by Nelson Mandela. I don't know if I was so listening. But yeah, so all those things that you guys need to know about is that those ideas from ages ago and several ages ago, those skills and science and all of stuff, the literacy, science, and all those skills that you guys may have and may not have still exist here today. If it wasn't for the periods of ages ago, we would not learn anything from here today. But we still got education in our hands, right? Because see, we still teach, sometimes we teach something like we never teach before. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like to this video. Subscribe to become GGNA Show. We're trying to raise to 300 subscribers before end of 2023. And I'll see you guys next time.